When people ask me the question, what keeps you up at night? My answer has been pretty consistent over the last 20 plus years. And that answer is what keeps me up at night is the speed of business. Business is speeding up. I feel it. I see it. To me, it's very clear. So I actually looked up this stat. In the 1950s, the lifespan of a company in the S&P 500 was more than 60 years.
Right.
Today, that lifespan of a company on the same list is less than 20 years. Over the next 5 to 10 years, that could be even cut in half. That's how fast things are moving. So if you take just in the business that I am, OpenAI, for example, a couple of years ago, OpenAI, a 9-year-old company, was a existential threat to Google, Meta, Apple, Microsoft, all these huge tech giants that had been building their businesses for decades. Today, OpenAI is valued at $500 billion. And at the same time, OpenAI is being threatened by the Anthropics, the Perplexities, the DeepSeeks of the world, and those traditional platforms like Google and Meta at the same time that have figured out their stuff and they're fighting back. On top of that, there's always the threat of the startups. So it would have been unthinkable even just 3 to 5 years ago that a company like a Google or Meta or Apple, et cetera, could be threatened by an upstart company. But it's happening increasingly faster today. So that's the speed of business. Within that context, I think AI has, the good news of all this is that AI really is becoming this great equalizer. So for companies like ours in particular, these foundational models are becoming increasingly ubiquitous. The compute costs are rapidly coming down. And this idea of vibe coding, anyone can have access to, you don't have to be a software engineer. And now vibe marketing through companies like The Brief. That means that one person can start and grow a company literally in days. You don't need a technical background. You don't even need experience. That is how rapidly the industry is moving and why it's such a great equalizer for anyone who has the hustle, the idea, the passion to start their own thing. Anyone can do it. I think another interesting point here is that ultimately, another trend that's happening that I think is fascinating, we're observing at the same time as it's happening, is the distinction between a small company and a big company is increasingly going to be non-existent. You could very well see very soon the one-person unicorn. The Brief could actually help make that happen, going from zero to value in days.